What is up, y'all?
I didn't like that one.
No impulse control. That's where we're at. No, I don't like it either. I'm. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to
Hey,
No Impulse Control.
besties. I didn't like that one either.
It's Justin and Jasmine.
Ooh, I kind of did. I don't hate that.
I don't like that one. I don't like that one. I
What
feel
is up,
very
girly
wrong.
pals? It is Justin
Oh
and
no.
Jasmine. Welcome back to our
Yeah.
makeup tutorial.
Oh.
Oh, hey guys, what's up?
Yeah. What's
How
going on,
y'all doing?
guys? No impulse control. I'm Justin. That's
I'm
Jasmine.
Jasmine.
If you couldn't figure it out. Yeah. Yeah. Um. This is a weird energy. This is this is an odd one.
So let's put it out on the table, Justin. We're an hour and 24 minutes past when we said we were gonna start. I was 26
Yeah, we
minutes
are.
late, and then we talked for an hour.
Yeah.
So anyway.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing about that is normally we usually talk before, and it's not usually about the podcast. We're just talking
Hmm.
because that's just who we are as people.
Yeah.
Darcy has now prepared when I say we start at 10, she always thinks an hour later. So she
That's crazy,
knows.
and I love
It's
that for
true.
her.
It's yeah, that's
It's
yeah.
so fair, though.
Um and she'll always be like, "So 11, right?" Like I'm like, "Oh, we're recording at 10." She's like, "11, right?" No, I said 10. She goes, 11, right?
Um, I think I
Rude, rude, but
subconscious,
true. Rude,
I
but
think I
true.
subconsciously also do that when I'm like planning. So I have to make a bunch of bread today. So I was planning. I was like, all right, if we start at 10, 11, then I'll probably finish at like 1ish, and it's like as 1 hour recording becomes a 3 hour process because afterwards we also
Literally.
chat generally. Um,
Yeah.
we
Hey,
got
can I
debrief.
ask you, did you check that it's recording my sound?
Yeah, it's recording everything.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah,
I couldn't remember
I
what the last thing we recorded was, so.
nah, I got you. I I also got the full recording of last night's thing too, and so I had to set all that audio up. I got the full
Gotcha.
thing.
Nice. Love
Oh,
that. Yeah, so, we don't know time, nor space, nor really any type of impulse control.
you know who does though? Is Farkas. He rolled nat 20s, or not nat 20s. He rolled very high. Actually, yeah, he rolled a nat 20 on his perception of environment.
So, this actually leads me right into the one of the things on my list. I
Mm,
have 5 things on my list right now.
look at you.
Um, I know, professional. Um, s- so for anybody who doesn't know, Jasmine and I are in a D&D campaign where Jasmine's DMing, I'm a player, and
Yeah.
then we've got one of Jasmine's friends, Thomas,
Yep, from
and
high
then you
school.
have my cousin Cody.
Hmm.
Um, we're all just kind of it's a small group. It's great. And we we started, and Cody's character's name is Farkas
Wolf.
Wolfgang.
I don't think it's
Wolf
gang.
Wolfstein, Wolf something. But
I'm gonna look it
for
up.
those who don't know, I think he said it's like a
It's
Greek
Hungarian.
Hungarian. For those who don't know Hungarian, Farkas is wolf in
So
Hungarian.
we've been calling him Wolf Wolf.
So he's Wolf, and he's he's funny. I like his character though.
I do too. It's good. Hold on. I'm gonna look it up now because it's important to me that I see it. It is Farkas. Yeah, it is gang. All right, you were right.
Yeah.
Farkas Wolfgang. I thought it was
So
something
he's
different.
Wolfgang.
He's playing Wolf Wolf, and we're doing it's anyone who knows modules. It's keys from the Golden Vault, so you're allowed to know this. It's a bunch of different stories that I'm putting all together. So they're short runs.
I need
Um,
somebody to get that as a sound.
the blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Antonio, Rachel, you
Just
heard
out
it
of
here first.
nowhere, boom, blah, blah, blah.
That's my version of help. Is like I'm untwisting my tongue basically.
Blah.
Blah blah. Um, but yeah, so it's a bunch of different like
Oh
um
shoot!
storylines. Oh my god, I've been fine.
You literally haven't yawned for the hour and a half that we've been
I
talking,
know.
and now
I
you're
know.
starting.
I'm sorry. Um,
Roast her in the comments. Get her! Get her!
get her. Nana got me last time. she
Did
t-
she? I haven't read her comment yet.
oh, you should definitely go read it. She was looking up nut tapping.
Oh no, no, Nana, don't do that.
She said I might regret it, and I was like,
You will.
so Nana, question for you. Doth thou regret? Or what did you learn from this experience? Um, in the comments below. Yeah, no, she roasted me. She was like, Jasmine, you need to go take a nap after recording. I was like, I believe that I did. I believe that I went right over to that pillow and I conked. Unfortunately, I have made myself a very cozy bed over there.
Hmm.
Um,
It is quite nice to have a futon in the room that
yeah,
you like.
it is.
I personally don't like the idea of having me laying down on camera
Mm-hmm.
because I just
Yeah,
don't feel comfortable with that. But yours looks comfy. Mine is more
so
like in a
comfortable.
functional state
Yeah,
where it's set up for, to watch TV.
mine's functional and like I can read over there. That's like my reading corner.
That's
Um,
fair. It also gets a lot of sun.
I
Like
don't
you
know if
get a lot
yeah,
of
I was
sun
gonna
over there.
say don't look at my ramen. Um, but it's got like all the sun and then hold on, it's reversed for me. Okay, there we go. All right. And then like I've got my shelf and stuff like that with all my plants. So it's like it's a good view, but I can
Yeah.
also I can like while I'm laying down turn my other monitor that way. Like we did a Lord of the Rings night the other night and
Mm,
I put Lord of the Rings on my big monitor and just turned it and I was able to like go sit there for a while and stretch out. I can read, I can play on TikTok, but also the amount of times that I have fallen asleep on
yeah.
D&D like it just I don't know. I don't I'm not someone who generally ever did that. Like I didn't ever really fall asleep on camera with people, but um I don't know.
When you find yourself a comfy spot though, you conk out pretty quick.
Yeah.
You are even if it's standing up on the stairs in my house,
Yeah. Nana
you
also
find yourself
roasted me about that. She told me to go to get a sleep study done. She's not the first person who has said that I should have one done, but I will not. I kind of like to live life on the edge, you know?
I kind of want to know what mine is because I
A sleep
struggle
study?
staying asleep all night. Yeah, I kind of want to just do a sleep study just to figure stuff out. You know,
I
what is it? There's like a I don't know if there's like a worry to this, but I've always just wanted to do a full body scan. Like go to the
an
doctor, say
MRI,
do everything. Well, do an MRI, do a
like a
CT,
CAT
do
scan.
like
Yeah.
all of the things. Give me everything
I
and
want to know
figure
what
out what
my
my body
bones
is.
look like.
Give me everything. I want to know everything
Yeah.
about my body.
Make a wild guess how much that would cost you.
I don't have enough money ever
Yeah.
in the rest of my life to ever pay
So,
that off.
just for reference sake, Justin, I got an ultrasound of my
Mhm.
gallbladder. Make a wild guess how much that one cost me.
Oh, upwards of like 3,000.
It was 5K before
Yeah,
insurance. It was a 4-minute ultrasound that was done improperly and incorrectly.
love
Um,
that.
when I was in college, thankfully I was on college insurance, which, by the way, best insurance I've ever had. I will never have better insurance than UMF's insurance. I don't know what that was. Um, but I had the when I hit my head and they did the scan of my head.
Yeah,
They
when
did
they
it.
just looked at you, yes.
Yes, well, they did a CT scan of my head, but they went slightly below my collarbone with the CT scan, so they could charge for a full
So they had to
body.
do,
They
yeah.
they charge it as a full body. I disagree. It's not full body at all. Um, that one was like another 5K. It was also at the Farmington Hospital, which is one of the worst in the state. Um,
Actually, yeah, it's
do you remember do you remember in COVID when Rosemary came down and went swimming and we accidentally gave her like pink eye from the water?
I wasn't living there, but yes, I do remember
Because
that.
you had to drive home with us. I had you drive, you and Storm drove my car and I drove hers back home.
I don't think I went on. No, I didn't go on that trip. I remember you telling me about it.
You went on that trip. That was the first time I
Oh,
brought
I
you to.
did, because she
Yeah.
couldn't open her eye.
She couldn't open
Yes.
her eyes. She had double
Her eye, yeah.
conjunctivitis. She had her contacts and didn't have her glasses. Her contacts like glued to her eyes. She's in a bathing, just for everyone. My sister's in like a bathing suit bikini because we went swimming in like a waterfall thing. We, by the way, all fine. Not a single one of us had this issue. She's also always had issues with her eyes. But I guess she got something in her eye. She got double conjunctivitis. It started burning on the way home. And I was kind of freaking out. Then she couldn't open her eyes. So we took her to this hospital. We couldn't go in. It was COVID. So we're all just like, um, which was great. And they left her in the waiting room in a bathing suit, wet, in an air conditioned bathing suit, air conditioned like waiting room, in a wheelchair. She couldn't see anything. She she couldn't see anything. She's shivering. She sends me a text. She's like, they won't give me a blanket. I'm like, how did you see to text me that? So she's voice texting everything. So loudly, they're not giving me a blanket. I had to run a charger into her, so we had to go home and get a charger and run it into her because her phone was gonna die. She's on the phone with mom. They finally bring her out this scratchy blanket.
Yeah, I remember
No
that.
clothes, nothing. When they finally get her treated and I go get her prescription, she comes home. She sleeps in the bed with me, and I took like in my queen size bed, and I was like, just stay on that side. Don't come near me. That's a bad idea with someone who has now double conjunctivitis. Luckily I didn't get anything. And then we had to make the 4 hour trek home to drop my sister off.
Yeah,
And then she couldn't find her glasses. Oh my god, yeah. That was a
I
funny
do
one.
remember that trip now.
Yeah.
I think that was one of the first times you actually let me drive. It was Francis
Francis.
at the
Oh,
time.
Francis, my girl. I miss her.
Yeah,
I don't miss her. I love
good
my
ones.
Highlander.
Yeah,
Yeah. Anyway,
I did like Francis.
I did.
Kind
You
of a
know what?
beast, honestly.
Francis kind of ruled. She kind of sucks sometimes. Like in the winter, she
Oh
wasn't
yeah, she
great.
was not great, but
But
she
you
was
know
a
what?
beast.
But you know what? For my very first like real adult car that wasn't $300 on the side of the road, because you never got to ride in Lenora or Leona, not Lenora.
No,
My
you didn't
bad.
bring it to college.
Well, that's because she wouldn't have made it.
Right.
$300 my mom pays for this car. It's a little tiny, like, dusty blue Nissan Sentra. This little tiny bomb car. And it has, I'm sure it's been destroyed now. It had at the time, Joey, Connor's stepdad, soldered a Diet Pepsi can into the floor, like pulled the carpet up and soldered it because I had a hole in my floor. In order to pass my state inspection, which I would never do now, and I want that to be very clear, but I was a dumb teenager, we put it up on lifts and I spray foam insulated my rocker panels and then spray painted them black. And my mechanic was like, "Fine, go, you're good. I fine." It dropped the exhaust when I was on my way to school and I had to limp it home $700 later. That car wasn't worth $700, but I loved her. Yeah.
Yeah. My first was a 1998 Ford Ranger.
That wasn't my first car. That was my fourth.
I've only had four cars. One, two.
I buy crappy cars.
Did I have something between the black truck and the Pontiac? Yeah, I had the Hyundai.
Mm-hmm.
So I've had five cars.
Yeah.
I've had the Ford Ranger, which I rolled.
Ford
I
fucking
had
Ranger.
I had the
I guess I didn't realize that was a Ranger. It's probably why you
yeah,
survived.
I almost exclusively. I did land on the roof.
Yeah, no.
Should have probably got crushed. So Ford Ranger.
Yep.
And it was built in the 90s, so
It was
even
actually good.
stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These
I had
modern
the
Fords.
I had the Pontiac
Yep.
Duke
Oh, I do
where
miss Duke.
flooded all over. I like Duke.
I miss
Duke was
Duke.
speed. I went
Duke was
I went sideways on the highway, like driving down the highway in the middle of a snowstorm going back to Farmington.
Duke was not
My
meant
car
for the
went from
winter.
this to this, and then to this, and then to this, and I was like, "This is fucking awesome!" Because I'm like going down the road, like there's nobody around me, because I'm
Yeah.
dumb and I'm driving to Farmington in the middle of a snowstorm.
Yeah.
Friggin' like look like I'm a part of
Dukes of
Star
Hazzard.
Trek or Star Wars with the friggin'
The
light speed
hyperspace,
going on.
yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just cruising down the highway. It was great. And then I had the Hyundai when Duke finally went.
Yep.
The Hyundai didn't have a name. I never
I
didn't
feel like
feel
we called it something. Maybe not.
a Hyundai.
That one I did like the Hyundai because that one got around. We did our very first like impulsive road trip one in that one where
Yeah,
it was like the first like warm day of that spring summer season. We blasted the Dad Rock and we just drove around Western Maine. That was fun.
that was fun. Yeah, that
Was-
because I came to you guys for that, right?
Yeah, you were staying
That
the
was that
weekend at the
trip.
house. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then after the Hyundai, I got a black truck for a month and a half.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, sold that one to Darcy's
Mhm.
grandfather for basically a yard truck
Mm-hmm.
doing stuff around the yard, and it still is at the yard. By the way, I see it often. I didn't really like that truck. It was not a like it was a
The
good
black one?
truck. It worked, yeah, but I didn't like it. It was very like wiggly in the steering wheel. It just
Kind of
didn't fit
janky.
right to me. Yeah.
I
And it
like the
had,
white
a
truck.
gash about this big in the
Yes, it
frame,
did.
so you get that too.
Which
And
truck
now
did
I have
we?
Jub.
What?
Jub. I have Jub. That's his name.
Jub? Like Jub?
Jub. Jub. Yeah. His license plate used to, before Maine was stupid and got rid of our license plates, used to say Jub. I tried to actually like I was gonna pay for the license plate to be the same, but I waited too long,
Mm.
so it was gonna be very expensive,
Well,
and I
you
didn't
could have
want to do
gotten a
that.
custom one.
That's what I was gonna say. Like
Oh,
I was gonna, but it was gonna be like
buku
too
bucks. Yeah,
expensive. Yeah.
that's fair.
And so now
Did you
it's
get the?
Jub.
Did you get the shitty new license plate, or did you get one of the like good ones?
No, I got the new one. I got the new one that has the tree on it.
Mm. Though it's like the
I'd
Dirigo
rather
one
have
or
the
something.
tree one. No, it's like it's the main one. It's either you can have a plain white with blue letters or a
Oh,
plain white with blue letters and a tree.
yeah, yeah. I
So I got the
actually
one with the tree.
I spent and I got the conservation one. So my license plate doesn't have like all it's weird. I've never had a conservation plate, so I forgot
Yeah.
that it doesn't have the same amount of letters and numbers, which I'm not going to tell people my license plate number. Um my social security is also blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
Um
yeah. Well,
but
his main name and all
yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
stuff. First dog.
Yes. Anyway, I got my license plate when I went to register it and she was like, "And do you want the new main plate?" And I was like,
No.
can I and I was like, can I actually get one of the other ones here? And she goes, oh my god, yeah. And she showed me the list and I was like, that one. So I think I got the lobster. There's two conservation ones and I think I either got the lobster or the loon. It's one of those two, but I got a nice
Yeah.
one. I haven't thought of a name for mine yet. My Highlander.
The
The black one.
dark gray, right? Oh, black.
Oh, it's
Okay, I couldn't
black. Yeah,
remember what
she's
it was.
midnight black, yeah. Um I had
Is it a
Bucky for my
girl?
last one. Yeah. She's very feminine.
No, you had Sebastian. It wasn't Bucky.
I called him Bucky.
Yeah, of
Also,
course you did.
also, fun fact, while I was door dashing in Sebastian, um, I had pulled up to a curb, um, in
One you've
Portland.
probably hit before, yeah.
I pulled up to a curb while I was door dashing, and I had one of those like piles of snow that you're like that's clearly drivable. 'Twas not drivable. It was solid ice. And I scraped my hubcap, and so it looked like a
Oh.
scrape on Bucky's metal. And I was like, I was so
Yay! I've messed it
excited.
up on purpose.
Yeah, I was so excited. I loved my Rav4, like truly loved my Rav4, but I really like my Highlander.
Yeah.
The third row seating is really nice.
What do you use it for?
Right now it's a lot of like transport. Like we helped our friend Irish move, and so I had so much room to like
Mm,
pack stuff in. Connor's taking it to North Carolina. I use it a lot for like school stuff, but it's just gonna be really nice like around holidays for the toting the kids around. Um,
that's fair, yeah.
and we took it to New York, and we had all of us in the car. It was Connor and myself, and then my sister, my mom, and his mom. And we were
Mm,
comfortable. We weren't all squished. It was lovely. We didn't have to take two
yeah,
cars. It was great. So,
that's fair. You
yeah.
know what also has really good storage? Doesn't really have the seating, but it has
Your
good
truck.
storage. My truck, yes,
I
my
love
truck
your
is very
truck.
nice. I love my truck too. I need like so I need to make sure that I take care of it a little more though.
Uh
There
huh.
may or may not be a hole in the exhaust somewhere.
Justin,
It's a loud truck. Nobody really knows. Uh, but there probably is. I just haven't got it figured out yet.
how did
Yeah.
that
So
happen?
it just that's common. That's commonplace for Maine because of the rust or because of the salt gets in and it
I
rusts
got you.
through the exhaust. Um,
Maybe
but then like
allegedly.
allegedly, yeah,
Yeah.
allegedly. But then there's also like it's starting to sometimes get a little uh temperamental. It's an old truck. It's like 200,000 miles. It's 218,000 miles is how much is on that truck,
Homie, I beg
which
of
is
you to buy a truck or a car with less miles next time.
so I think that that truck had highway miles because it runs great for 200,000 miles. Like
Hmm.
for me to have it for a year and a half now and to not really have any issues with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've had to get the brakes fixed. I've had like,
Yeah,
little things,
normal
but like
maintenance. Yeah.
yeah, but like to not have any issues with it, that's awesome for a 200,000-mile vehicle.
Fair enough. Yeah.
And for that to be only it, I'm good with that. I'm cool. But it is older and it has some temperamental
Mm-hmm.
issues sometimes. Jub does not always like to run properly. Just be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My Highlander's running great.
Yeah, it's also brand new. I
No, it's
will
not.
not
It's
be paying for a
2020.
2000. Oh no, 2020. Mine's 2015. Mine's older.
That's not that old.
10 years old. But it's got 200,000 miles on it.
Anyway,
Like I said, highway driving, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it was like a company truck.
maybe.
I think that's what it was. But anyways,
Yeah. It's a nice truck though.
vehicles. It is a very nice truck. I'm very happy with it.
Mm-hmm.
Um I'm not usually the one to bring
I know.
politics into this.
Whoa.
Yeah, crazy, right?
I thought you meant like
Uh,
to have a list.
well, I usually am, but that's a whole other issue. Um I so badly need you to
Yeah.
have a reaction to this.
Oh, I'm
So
sure I will.
I know you will.
I'll put my
It
chip
has
down.
literally nothing to do with politics itself. It has specifically has something to do with two former presidents. Um,
Yes. Yes.
so,
I'm so ready.
so, so, last week before, something like that, emails came out about a
Jeffrey
reporter
Epstein
talking
emails.
to, yes, Jeffrey Epstein emails
Mm-hmm.
about a reporter talking to a source, and the source being somebody who is close to Putin. And there was a comment in one of the emails that basically said, ask Putin if he still has the
Fun fact.
picture of, hang on, Trump blowing Bubba.
Yeah.
We all know as adults, we all understand what that means, right?
Oh
We
yeah.
all get, blowing. Um, but then there's also people are like, what's Bubba? Who's Bubba? Where's Bubba? All that stuff. Why Bubba? And so the history of this is that Bubba is the nickname of a former president, Mr. Bill Clinton, from childhood, and Clinton, who has actively told people to call him that because
Mm-hmm.
that's what his nickname was from
Yeah.
childhood. Um, close friends, maybe that's what they call him. Da da
Yeah.
da da.
It's an
So now
endearing
there's
nickname when one is on their knees for him.
yeah, exactly. So so now there's this email saying that Trump is blowing Bubba.
Yes.
The other thought was that Bubba was a horse.
Ghislaine Maxwell's, yeah.
Yeah.
Epstein's friend there.
I think this morning
I have seen nothing. This is new to me.
I I think this morning, as of 11, as of like 10:30 this morning, they released a picture. Now, here's the thing:
Oh my god,
people are going
is
through,
it the one? The one that is it okay, sorry, continue.
so people are going through and like putting it through AI checkers,
Hmm.
and like most of them are coming up with it's real,
Yeah.
like
I
97%
know the
real,
picture you're talking about.
98% real. It's literally Clinton sitting in a chair.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it
Trump is
is.
on his knees about to
Unbuttoning.
unbuckle his pants.
Also, wild thing to photograph.
Wild thing to photograph. Part of me is like, that's crazy that this is our life right now.
Oh yeah, no, it's
Uh,
kind of insane. It feels like a Parks and Recs episode.
it feels like, yeah, an alternate
Yeah.
universe that we have one president
So,
who is current president blowing or
yeah,
potentially going into
if
that.
I had a nickel for every time that I learned about Bill Clinton being blown by someone trying to get further up in politics, I'd have two nickels,
Uh,
which isn't a lot, but it's fucking weird that it's happened twice. Oh my
if I had
god.
a nickel for
So,
every president who has had sexual relations, I'd have three nickels. Isn't that fucked up?
you know what's also crazy? So that
Because
reporter,
he's been twice.
you know what's crazy too? Um that reporter is actually Epstein's brother that was talking to him.
Yes, yeah. So
Yeah.
it's like more of a
Oh yeah. Yeah,
like
also
the source is becoming more real.
also those emails, they've released thousands. There is
Yep.
no, and it is very clear. So I guess in 2016 when Trump was saying about the emails, he kind of meant his own. Um,
Yeah,
and I guess have you seen all the Hamilton edits for all the things that are currently happening?
I've seen some edits.
I have been I have been living for it, and it just came around that it always comes back to Hamilton because like every major life event you can kind of Hamiltonize it.
Yeah.
But someone was like, I wonder what Lin Manuel Miranda's doing today for every like major thing, and he's probably like,
Huh?
he's
I have
making
the next great play.
the Trump administration.
Oh,
But like think of it this way. Think of it this
2024.
way. If you or I as a teacher, right? So if you or I as a teacher ever did
As
anything that,
non-professional teachers.
oh my god, I can start smacking people now. It's on World
Oh,
Star.
so certifications? Not a professional, don't need it.
Yeah, so
Uh,
yeah,
Professional development?
I'm not
Not a
going. Why do
professional,
I
don't
need to
need it.
go?
Student loans? Not a
Also,
professional, not gonna pay
it's
it.
it's also, yeah, same. It's also crazy to me that in
That's
a teacher
all
shortage,
satire. Gonna
I'm not paying mine.
still probably do it.
Um, I will not be.
Fair.
Um, I will die before I pay those. Um, I will probably pay them, but it's crazy to me that during a teacher shortage, a national teacher shortage, a national nursing shortage, and generally considered what are called pink collar jobs, female dominated jobs,
Yeah.
that we've classified all of those as non professional. Do you know how many hospitals had walkouts this week
I
from nurses
almost
that were
don't want
like,
to go to work tomorrow.
I almost don't either, but I'm gonna go because of my kids because I love them.
That's
And
literally the only thing that they have on us is that, like, for us, it's literally our kids. For nurses, it's their
oh,
patients. For, like, it's
it's
all jobs that have a connection
hear
to
my
other
words, hear
people
them.
that hold the guilt.
I'm gonna go, but I will be indoctrinating. I needed to be so clear that if I'm not a professional job, I'm not holding myself accountable for certain things. I'm probably going to be saying my opinion a little bit more now.
Also, the Department of Education, Department of Labor now, apparently. I didn't know
Oh,
this. This was a Jeff thing, but
yeah,
that's really exciting.
yeah, it became a part of the Department of Labor. Which, if we're part of the Department of Labor, fine, pay us that way. Because if we're no longer professionals, you can pay us babysitter rates, and I charge $10 per kid, and that's for a single kid, and that's for like a a 3 hour whatever. I'm watching kids for 6 hours per day, and I'm not allowed to just put them in front of a TV or a screen, and I've got 8 kids, so that's eighty
And
dollars an
teaching them.
hour. Yeah, and so actually more because I'm tutoring.
I was gonna say I'm going to like 14, 15 an
Oh,
hour.
well, tutoring for me is 25
Damn,
because I work special purpose private school. So private school
that's fair. Yeah.
tutoring,
Yep,
but you're
that's fair.
also teaching a specialized content, so you
I am
could charge,
specialized. Yeah.
yeah, and
I'll
you
go
could
20.
charge
I'll go 20. I don't think I'm
20.
at your level because you have to like a little more
Well,
specific
I
to your
have a
stuff. But
master's, so I can say 25. I'll give you the
yeah,
extra. You
yeah,
we'll work on a plan.
we'll
But
split
even
it. Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
like I only have 8 kids, so 20 an hour for how many kids do you have in each class?
Each class, I'd say an average of, we'll say I'll be generous, an average of 10 kids
All
per
right,
class.
so $20 per 10 kids, that's $200 for an hour. How long do you have
Hmm.
kids for?
An hour and 20 minutes each
Hour and
class.
20 minutes. So that's, let's say, 210-ish dollars, okay? 210 times how many classes?
There's 4 periods in the day, plus there's a lunch period where we have all of the kids.
All right,
So
so we'll do that one
48
in
at
a
home.
second. So
Yeah,
you have 4 times, so that's $800 a day
a day. Yeah.
plus plus your lunch hour, which is how long is lunch that you're monitoring?
Lunch. So I do high school lunch for 25 and then middle school lunch for
Hmm.
35.
Okay, so about an hour. And how many kids would you say that
I
is?
lied, 35 and 35. So
Mm-hmm.
it's, I mean, it's all the kids. So we'll say about 300 total. Probably more, 400, closer to
Okay,
400.
so 400 kids, and you're watching all of them.
Yep.
And even though you have another person, you're actually not in ratio, for the record.
No, not even
Um,
close.
so 400 times $10 because it's, is $4,000 for that hour, single hour,
Plus my 800 for the normal day.
plus your 800, and it's actually about 850 with all the, my math is not great, but go bear with me. That's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
4850, not counting
One day.
your hourly pay for you being there early, your hourly pay for, your food, your travel, all that stuff. That's one day. So times 5 times a week times 2 weeks. That is $48,000 a paycheck.
Get paid normally in a year.
Yeah. So and
Actually,
obviously
it's
not
not. It's
taxed, but
pretty dang close, though.
yeah.
I was gonna
Um
say with tax, it's not gonna be, but it's pretty
Now
damn close.
obviously that math is super inflated, right? Like that's the high level. But I part of me is like, man, I wish that, I wish that the Epstein files had been released earlier. I wish blah blah blah. Part of me is kind of like, you know what? It's kind of cool that it's happening now, right now, because you did all this shitty stuff, right? We're only 11 months into this presidency, Justin.
Hmm.
We're 11 months in, and
We
most
are
of
only
this,
11 months into this presidency,
hey, that was a
and
weird
it is the
accent.
greatest presidency.
Is
I
the
can't. I
greatest.
can't do
Is the
that.
greatest
The
presidency.
greatest.
Is the greatest. Um, Most of this has happened in the last 8 months. That this like it has just been speed running, right? So like I'm gonna get political because we started the political train here. I won't stay on it too long. But like when you look at other countries historically, like I don't know, let's say 1930s Germany, just for a reference sake, and
Yeah,
we talk
just a
about
random one.
fascism. Um,
Yeah.
if you were to randomly pick an ism and you chose
Yeah, yeah.
fascism randomly in like, well, technically like 1920s, but 1920s Germany, say like late 1920s, maybe closer to 1935, Poland, invasion stuff like that.
Yep.
And you
Yeah,
look
yeah.
at like how dictators start. It's kind of like this, right? So you start with media and you start saying all media is bad. Only listen to the things that I approve. So like you do things where you say all of the press at
Fake
the
news. Fake
fake news for
news.
14 years you've said fake news, and every time someone says something bad about you, you basically tell them that they're stupid. You tell somebody on Air Force 1 to quiet Piggy. Can we talk about that? Did you see that video?
Sure, I have.
Oh my god. So a reporter asks him a question. He doesn't like the question. The president of the United States looks at a female reporter and says, "Quiet, Piggy." Do you know what all the rest of those male and female reporters did? Not a goddamn thing. They did nothing. They said nothing. That's abhorrent. Like it's
Disgusting.
it's it sends a message that it's okay for him to do that, and it's not. He is a classic
That's what
bully.
toddlers do. That's what
That's
that's what
what
toddlers do on
toddlers
the
do.
playground.
He threw a fit a couple weeks ago because somebody asked him about the Epstein files, and he lost his mind on reporters, and he told them
And
to
now
be
he's
quiet.
okay getting it released.
Yeah, well, yeah, they scrubbed his name out of everything. Not those emails though.
How do you
Not those
so here's
emails.
my question. If they're redacting so many things
Hmm.
and actively know that they are trying to get like a certain name out of there, how do you
Yeah,
not put two and two together and say, "Oh, this redacted thing
yeah.
definitely connects to this person who's
Um,
actively putting his name out of this file."
because people who follow MAGA are stupid. Like I know that that's probably controversial and whatever. Um, I fully believe, and I will say it is Jasmine's opinion, it is not the opinion of this podcast. I fully believe if you are a MAGA supporter, you are stupid. Like
I
at this
mean,
point.
Hitler's Nazis definitely had a slogan too, so like
Yes, do you know what it was? Make Germany great again. Do you know that?
I didn't know that.
I went to a lecture with my mom recently on the rise of fascism in America. It was actually a really good lecture, and I would actually like to go back and learn some more. Um, but it was about how fascism starts, which is why I started this little snowball. Um, but one of the things was the "Make Germany Great Again," and I was like, it made me nauseous, like hearing that, and then some of the things. So the fake news, that was a big slogan. It's fake news. It was insulting teachers and nurses and professionals. You also notice that all the professionals that are no longer professional are mandated reporters for children's safety. Do you notice that?
Hmm.
Yeah. Did you put those two and two together? Because I noticed that. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Deeply concerning. Disconcerting. My apologies. Because
Especially coming from a person who actively is part of the Epstein files
right.
and
Who
did things that are unspeakable things to children
yeah.
who he should be murdered for.
Yeah.
I won't say murdered. He should be castrated for because if a
I'll
murder
say
happens, I
murdered.
don't want the I just don't want the FBI looking at me. I don't specifically plan on doing it, so.
Oh, I'm not
But
going to do
castration,
anything.
cut that
Um,
man's dick off.
I think he should be
Cut his
boiled,
balls, cut his
personally.
dick. I think he needs to suffer a little bit.
A
You
lot.
can't do something to it. You can't do something to a kid. That's like I can withstand a lot of things, but that's what gets me mad. Like
Yes, sexual assault
we
of
were
children
talking
is
in our
horrifying.
yeah, oh yeah. We were talking in our group, our Discord group that
Hmm.
we talk about a lot on here.
Hmm.
Um there was a teacher who
Oh,
for
last
20
night,
minutes
yeah.
yeah, hit a kid, hit a
Her
student.
own child, wasn't it?
Her own, yeah, I think so. I don't remember
It was
exactly
a
because I came in
mom.
late
She
to
was
it,
a
but
second, yeah, she's a second grade teacher, and she's a mom. At home, she was beating her child. Not disciplining, not spanking. She was beating her child with a belt for 20 minutes. That's not discipline. You are abusing your child.
that's like that stuff. I I
Yeah.
I don't like people who are like that. And
Yeah.
my don't like is a very nice way of saying that because I could care less if you get shanked in the jail cell that you're gonna be in
Yeah.
because I'm not
I
happy with you.
I have, and I know that you do too, because of like we live in Maine. Maine has a very high rate of child abuse. And let me rephrase that. The United States has a very high rate of
Yeah,
child abuse because for so long we've just been like, it's not my problem. It's not my problem. Mm, but it
it is
is
our problem.
because those are
We
children
actively, both sides of the aisle actively post, oh, it's about our kids. We got to do this for our kids and the future of America.
until they're being
But then you do
abused.
jack shit about
Yeah.
the abuse that's happening, the
Yeah.
sexual assault that's happening, the trafficking that's happening.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah,
Bullshit.
the party that ran on not wanting Democrats in because of all the transgender surgeries they're doing on children is really into abusing children and having sex with them at the ripe age of 14.
Yeah, well, they don't
Like,
want them transgender because then they can't have sex with them.
oh, nope, don't worry. The
Then
boys
they
get it
must be
too.
gay, right?
Don't worry.
Oh, I know they do.
Oh, don't
I'm
worry.
just being
Our
an asshole.
president is also bi.
Well, I mean, him and Bubba, man.
Yeah. And you know what? If it is the horse, that's even worse. I'm going to say it right now. That's bestiality, homie. That's even worse. let
Either
it
way, he's
let it come out that the president of the United States sucked off a horse. Let it come out. Sorry, Nana. I am apologizing in advance. That was horrifying. I'm really sorry.
you're
I'm
actually not in advance, but
I'm not in advance. I'll put a little disclaimer if this gets raunchy. Um
I do think
yeah.
there was a guy, there was a comedian that
Mhm.
was very funny to me because he made a it was a very funny joke in my
Mhm.
opinion where he what was it? It was something along the lines of he's like, if you know me, you know that I'm very conservative or not conservative. I'm very like liberal. I support all of these places. Da da
Yeah.
da da. Like I support these big groups, these ones
Yeah.
that be who you are. Da 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 da. And he said something along the lines of, I don't like Trump. And he goes, I don't like Trump, but if it comes out that he's gay and he sucked off Bill Clinton, I have to support him because he's now part
No.
of the LGBTQ
No, no, no.
community.
We have to support the LGBTQness. We do not have to support him.
I know, but it was a very
Our
funny
gay
like he was
icon.
and yeah. Yeah. Well,
So
anyways,
oh my god. So all those people in 2016 where I was like, he hates the gays, guys. And they were like, no, he doesn't. He loves them. My god, I have to go back and tell them they were right.
you have to apologize, Jasmine.
Oh my god, I have to apologize to conservatives?
Okay, let's move on before we get ourselves in
Justin.
more trouble.
So anyway, speaking of
It-
conservatives,
Brother,
Thanksgiving is coming up.
it is.
Do you know
It
what
is coming
do
up.
you know what I'm really excited for?
What?
Thanksgiving
Turkey?
gratitude. What are you grateful for this year, Justin? I'm running a blank. What are you grateful for?
You don't know what you're grateful for?
I'm grateful for the Epstein files being released.
Any non-political things that you're grateful for, Jasmine?
I'm grateful for my D&D group. I'm grateful for some opportunities I've had at school. I'm grateful for our friendship. I'm grateful for
I'm
my husband.
I'm upset that I was third on that list, but okay.
You're not. It's not in order.
Nah, can't fix that. You've said what you've said.
Anyway, um, I just realized that's a full gun on my water cup.
What? Oh,
It's a you had me at trigger warning. It's a book sticker. I grabbed the wrong cup. I meant to grab my purple one that isn't my
it's
book
okay.
one.
Nobody listens this far into the podcast except for Nana. Nana's okay. She knows that it was a mistake.
She knows it was a mistake. But yeah, no, I just it's gonna be a weird Thanksgiving this year. I feel like everyone's gonna be very quiet. I fear at the table because you can't say something like "man the gays" because then everybody's gonna be like, I
Oh,
have something to say. And you can't say anything about teachers because then you can come back with other things of like, all right, I'm no longer professional. Um,
I will haul off and hit you.
boom. You think the turkey's the only thing getting carved? Come here, I got a shank. Um, I'm sorry. That was aggressive.
So-
I'm in a weird mode today.
yeah, I might have triggered that, but
No, that's all right. What are you thankful for?
so I'm thankful for a lot of things. I mean, family is the first one for me. Like being able
Mm-hmm.
to spend time with family, and um, I'm gonna get a little sappy, but my the past couple of years have been very difficult
Mm-hmm.
for me and my family,
Mm-hmm.
and when I say my family, I mean both, Darcy's side and my
Mm-hmm.
side, and so like to have still have the people that are here and to be able to recognize and be able to spend time with them
Mm-hmm.
definitely makes it
Yeah.
this time of year is always difficult, just how busy everybody is. But to be able to spend time with those people is always nice.
Mm-hmm.
Around this time of year was not like was Meme's passing, and
Mm-hmm.
then last year was Darcy's grandfather passed,
Mm-hmm.
and then in a month it'll be 2 years since Grampy Bill passed, which is
Oh
like
my god, it's been two
insane to me.
years.
It has, and it like it. I so yesterday
Whoa.
I made his American chop suey, and
Mm.
I was physically emotional about it.
Yeah.
Like it was like one of those like, man, it sucks that
Yeah.
it's good that I have the capabilities to kind of have those connections to him.
Yeah.
It just it sucks that they're not there. Basically, is what it comes down to. And
Yeah.
so I'm grateful to be able to have time with those people.
Mm-hmm.
It stinks and it stings a little bit that I have to split time because it's such a distance between Darcy's family and my family.
Yeah.
Um, but being able to figure that out and being able and having a wife who is understanding
Mm-hmm.
about that. Last year, uh, obviously we were down here for most of it, and then the year before that we spent a lot of time up north. Like
Mm-hmm.
so, being able to split our time is going to be very nice. But it is I'm thankful for them. I'm thankful
Mm-hmm.
for the family and for even if we don't always agree or see eye to eye, it is nice to have those people to be able to
Mm-hmm.
be around them. Um, and then, your friendship, Darcy being in my life, all those things, Nana being as supportive as she
Yeah.
is. Like I straight up one of my like I don't know if I've ever actually told her. She is one of my favorite women in this world. Like I
Oh.
straight up have a better relationship with a lot of females. Like
Mm-hmm.
I build relationships better with females in terms
Mm-hmm.
of like, friendships or
Yeah.
relationships, whatever. And I think part of that is because of her.
Oh.
Because she was my first best friend. She
You're gonna
was
make me
my
cry on this podcast.
I I'm like I'm feeling it. I'm trying not to. But yeah, so I'm very grateful to have Nana around
Yeah.
and to have her be able to support not only me but also my friends. Like she's here not just for me, she's here for you, and that makes me so happy that she's able
Mm-hmm.
to pull in those other people. She came down and watched soccer games for my soccer team.
I
She came down and
know.
went to our practices over the summer. Like I like to have somebody that supportive um, in my life. I very much appreciate and I love
Yeah.
Nana. I love you very much. But so to have those people, have Darcy, have you, to build that friendship with our Discord group, like I have a
Yeah.
lot of like in the hard times that we are in, and this is such a like stereotypical
Unprecedented
statement.
times, one might
In
say.
these unprecedented times, yes,
Yeah. At this point,
um,
they're precedented. I just want to put that out there.
they really are. But in these times, like it's hard to look at those like positives and those
Mm-hmm.
people
It
and those
is.
like reasons to continue to go and like and I'm telling you right now, I am so guilty of not looking at those all the time.
Mm-hmm.
There was a time not that long ago that I was struggling just to get out of bed. Like it was,
Yeah.
it happens and that's part of life and we have to be able to work through that. But to be able to see the people and be grateful for the reasons
Yeah.
of being around is really what my big
Yeah.
thing is in this statement. Like, having those people, having those reasons. My students, sometimes they're assholes, but I love them.
But they're your
Just kind of those
assholes.
things. They're my assholes, yes. I do have a couple that I'm like, I'm actually gonna miss them. Like, I miss
Yeah.
all my kids when they graduate, but like this year, it's like gonna
I
hit a little harder.
I have a little girl that just went upstairs. I'm like gonna cry now because she just went up, and she was like hard at the end because she's gonna miss us, and I got
Yeah,
approval to do lunches with her, and I'm just like those relationships mean so much to me. So I guess I can add that to my list too. Like I'm thankful for all my kids and my
yeah,
coworkers and stuff. Like it's you got a point. Like the world sucks right now, especially being in the States. Like, call a spade a spade. It kind of sucks living here right now. Every day I
yeah.
wake up and I'm like, am I losing my right to be a person? Are my friends all losing their rights? The
Are we
Supreme
about to
Court.
go to war?
Are we about to go to war? I'm pretty sure we're already in one and we're just being lied to.
Yeah, we
Um,
are.
like all those things. Is my president secretly, blowing former presidents behind their wives' backs? Like, all those things that you got to think about that I never thought that I would ever have to think about. Maine is in a recession. Did you know that?
I don't think I did.
Yeah, we're officially on the recession list. Us and like 12 other states. We are officially in a recession. And luckily, like I'm not in a place where it's hitting because I have Connor who works at the shipyard. But there are a lot of my friends who don't have that. It's
Right.
about to
I
hit
mean, it was
hard.
hitting you yesterday, like a couple days ago, like a
Yeah.
couple weeks ago.
Connor, luckily we got our back pay. It has come through. So I am resting a little easier now. But like we were a little worried about bills and about being able to buy groceries, and like we were running through our stockpile that I have for like winter when we can't go to a
Yeah.
grocery store because of, whatever. And so it's hard to think about good things, but it is important to remember like not everything is shitty.
Yeah.
And your brain can do two things. I can care about the fact that there is, a genocide happening and in multiple countries, which is horrifying and we're actively paying for it with taxes. And I can remember that there are good things and that
Yeah.
in order for us to fight the good fight and be good people and whatever, we have to have something good to hold on to so we don't give up on the good
Mhm.
things. Like, I don't know. Get real philosophical about it.
No, that's exactly my point. Is like we've got to be able to see the positive
Yeah.
even in the shitty.
Mm-hmm.
Like it sucks
It's
and
what
like
keeps you
it's not always
going.
easy, but it is what keeps you going. I want to know what do we have for time?
47. We're fine. We're doing okay.
Okay. Before we close out, I have a challenge for you, and then I have a challenge for them as well. Um, I want to I want to say three things because it is Thanksgiving week, so I want to say three things that we're grateful for.
Oh,
We
our
just obviously we
three
just did ours,
glimmers.
but three happies, three goods.
Well, what you know what we
Um,
said we sort of like went through a quick list, but let's come up with three
yeah.
actual things. I think.
Okay. I mean, my first one is family.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be like that's always gonna be up top. Family, and when I say family, I mean like the people around me
Mm-hmm.
because like to me, yes, blood is family, but also family is the people I choose.
Mm-hmm.
So like I would consider you as a family member because you are part of that. Like
Yeah.
I've inherited you. You are now part of my protection, whatever you want to call it. Like you were there
Like a
to.
mafia family. You're
Yeah.
now under my protection.
You've messed with the wrong fucking family.
Hey, I gotta be honest with you. If you showed up and I was like looking for mafia, I wouldn't think of you as a threat first. It would be very effective.
Hence why,
What
you
is
know,
going on with my hairline?
yeah, you got quite a split there. Did you shave yourself?
No.
Um,
I'm having a
what's your
crisis.
what's one of yours so I can think of a second one for
Um,
me.
well now I gotta fix this. I think mine are not in order, just for reference sake, but I'm gonna have my kids as being my first one. Um, I get really frustrated with them, but they also like I have had some of my like best belly laughs with some of my
Yes.
kids that were like up until this year they didn't really ever talk to me. I have a couple new kids this year who um really opened up in the last month or so because, I was able to sit down with them and be like, I don't understand and I want to understand, like, the connections that I've formed. Um, and even my kids that I no longer have, who I know are probably watching. Hello, hi, I love you. Um, I went upstairs and I have six kids upstairs right now that I've had as a teacher, and I went
Mhm.
up for. I'm gonna cry because I was really proud of them. They did a presentation on something that they had to research and learn. And when they were with me, they weren't able to because they were younger. And now that they've been up there for a little bit, they did a presentation and they presented to other people who aren't in their room. All of our kids went up, kids that they may or may not know, and they just like did it. And every single one of them came and gave me a hug.
Mhm.
And now every time they see me in the hall, I get Miss Corkins and they run and hug me. And that just, it warms my heart so much. And I'm so proud of them. And I am eternally grateful for them because I was in not a great place in the last couple years, and they brought me back from that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's my first one.
I think another
Ah.
one of mine would be um, I'm gonna. It's a bigger umbrella, but I'll
Mm-hmm.
specify in a second. Would be athletics. Um, I just being able to physically be able to be involved.
Mm-hmm.
One that helps, but also the fact of like I this past week I went to the gym all 5 days of the week last week.
Look at
Like this
you.
past school day, I know, which is a hard.
Proud of
Like I've
you.
never actively done that. Like this is the first for me, and I want to continue to go. Like I am actually really excited to get back in the gym, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm very happy and very lucky that I'm in a school that is actually building a gym for the school rather than for like the community,
Mm-hmm.
which makes it a lot easier for me to just
Yeah.
go. And we got a nice new gym set up. Like there's a like an hour of time after school
Mm-hmm.
that the principal has said this is for teachers. There
I
will
love
not be
that.
kids in there,
Oh,
so
that
that
makes
we
it
can
so
go
much
and feel
better.
comfortable, right? Which I love. Um, and like so, there's that plus being able to be part of it, jump
Mm-hmm.
in, play basketball with the kids. Kid
Mm-hmm.
will come up to me. You should play 1-on-one with me. I don't care if I win or lose. Sure, I'll go play and we'll go a little like
I
aggressive.
don't care if I win or lose.
I don't I don't personally care if I win or lose in like one-on-one situations.
Mm-hmm.
I want to win, yes, but I don't care if I win. Like it's not gonna ruin my
Right.
day if I lose. But to be able to just be able to jump in
Yeah.
and partake in a kid,
Mm-hmm.
hey, come play one-on-one, and the fact that
Yeah.
they want to play
Those
me,
kids love you.
yeah, and well sometimes, and then actually I'm looking at it right now. I don't think I showed this
The
off on.
D, yes.
So for coaching this year, the girls got me a D, and it's got pictures of. I probably shouldn't be showing their faces, but got pictures
You
of
can't
the
see any of their
season,
faces. You're good.
except for that top one. I know that that one has faces, so I don't want to
Yes.
show it. But yeah, so like it's a D. It's got pictures of the season. It's
Mm-hmm.
got my name, and that was like their gift to me for coaching this year. Um,
Yeah.
and
Which is
just like
so sweet.
it was, and just to actively be able to do something that I am so
Mm-hmm.
passionate about. I think I've said it in the past multiple times. If you asked 10-year-old Justin what he would be doing, the second thing after being a professional soccer player was teaching and coaching soccer. So to be able to actually fulfill
Yeah.
that dream that like this inner child had, um, was one of those like
Mm-hmm.
big deals for me. I'm looking at myself because I want to see how red my eyes are getting right now because I'm like holding it. I'm like, nope, stop,
Mine are
stop, stop.
brimming with tears.
Um, but yeah, just to actively be able to do that is I'm very grateful to be able to be part in physical activity myself, but also be able to do that for children and build
Yeah.
that space for children. They wrote me. Oh yeah, they're right here. The seniors wrote me letters to like say thank you. Hey, and a lot of it was,
Mm-hmm.
thank you for stepping in when, I didn't know what my senior year was going to look like and you made it such a great year. Da 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 da. Like it was such a like those things. So I'm very grateful for that and to be able to
Yeah.
to do that for a kid because I know like I had coaches in the past that I didn't like and that were not good.
Yeah.
I had coaches that I loved and didn't want to leave.
Mm-hmm.
So to be able to hopefully be that coach for them
Yeah.
was such a like a monumentous moment in my own life.
I
Your
had
turn. Now that I
well,
don't want to
I
cry no more.
oh, well, I'm about to make you. So I had every time that you would text me about like, the game, even if it wasn't a win, there was like this immense, as your friend, like sense of pride of like, oh my God, he's like a real life adult coaching. Like this is so cool. And you could tell like when it was like, hey, was this a good win or was this like a, whatever. It was you could tell how much pride you had in the girls and your Facebook posts on the page and everything, you could tell. Um I spent a good amount of time. I don't know that we talked about this. I spent a good amount of time bragging to my kids about you coaching, and they all know who you are.
Yeah.
Because I've had pictures of like you and I, and like I have pictures up in my classroom, but I had my lock screen for a while was it was you and I and I don't remember what it was, but a bunch of people, whatever, was my lock screen on my computer for a while. So they know you,
Yeah.
and I'd be like, "Hey guys, you remember my best friend? He just won a game last night." And everybody, like my kids would cheer, and like they were excited for you. They have no idea who your kids are, but they know like it's
Yeah.
exciting, and that warmed my heart that like these kids that don't even know your team were super pumped for it, and like they were cheering you on and all those things. And it just, as your friend, watching you go through all the stages of coaching has been so cool. But this season, I feel like you actually found yourself in coaching
Yeah.
in a different way than I've seen you ever. Like, you were exhausted, and there was some mental health stuff towards the end there, but like, I don't think I've ever heard you talk about a team the way that you talked about these girls. And just like the love and pride, and even when they were frustrating you, it was like they're frustrating, but like they're also teenagers, and also I know they can do better. And there's frustration because it was like, I know you can do it, why did you not? Like what happened? And you wanted to go back, and I don't know, it was cool to watch because I don't coach and I'm not planning on coaching, but it was cool to watch from the sidelines. And I wanted to make it to some of the games, and it turned out that everyone that was close to me was one of my busiest nights of the week. So
It
really
also
fix that
always
next
is
year,
at 3:30 because girls soccer is always at 3:30,
which
which
is
is
hard
a
because I
problem.
finish work at 3:30.
Well, it's also a problem that should be flipped. There should be boys and girls soccer's. Like, if
Flipping.
you're gonna play them back to back, it should be alternating. That's my own
Yeah.
personal opinion, but
Yeah. Well, it also makes it so that like not a lot of parents can go at 3:30.
yeah, yep,
But yeah, anyway. Um but yeah, no, I felt an immense sense of pride as a friend, and I got to brag about you to people. Um I probably annoyed so many coworkers and my kids with being like, "So, I have news. You guys know my friend Justin. He just won a game last night. Yes, as a coach. Yes. Everybody cheer. Come
yes,
on now.
we've won games. Good job.
Yes, as a friend, I also have won. So you all need to cheer for me, for being supportive and understanding.
Yes, 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 yes,
Um,
yes. What was your second one?
um, well, I had it, and then I got really into talking about you and how proud I was of you. No, it's my second one is Connor. He has he's been through a lot the last couple months, with uncertainty at work and just all the things, and we've had a lot going on. Um, and he's been traveling all year and stuff like that, and I try with words to convey how like appreciative I am of him. And I don't always come across that way, I feel like, but he does a lot for me just
Mhm.
in general, and I just feel like all of the travel that he did sucked. I hated being away from him for all those months, and I can also appreciate like just how much work and time and energy he put into trying to make our lives better by going on.
Mhm.
And he also hated being away from us that long. Like he truly missed being at home, and yet still went out for months at a time, and we called all the time and we FaceTimed and whatever. And he was working like 12 to 14 hours a day, 6 days a week kind of thing. Like he put in a lot of time and effort to make our lives better here. And I like going through, taxes and stuff this year, like trying to get all of our paperwork settled. It was like, holy crap, I didn't even realize how much he had put in. And he just took it in stride and was like, "Yep. it's been a long day, but I want to call you and FaceTime you. And he just sort of put it aside and let me rant and let me have space when I needed it to cry and all those things. And I am so thankful and appreciative for him as a person that he's in my life. We just hit 10 years last week, or this past week, from recording.
Wednesday.
Wednesday, we just hit 10 years of being together and 2 years of being married in August. So it's like, it's kind of brought up a lot of like the holy crap, we've been together for a decade. Oh my God, it's been a decade. And I've known him for, 2 years prior to that. So it's just brought up a lot of the thankfulness. And he's always done that. Even when we were in high school, even when we weren't dating, he would like not put his comfort aside because he's not going to do that, but he would put his like he illegally drove me to school a few times because I would miss the bus purposefully
On
and
accident, yeah, I'm sure.
on accident. Yeah, because he had to drive by and oh no, it's so cold out and could you just give me a ride to the bus stop and he would. Like, absolutely would. Um and then he would buy me a drink sometimes too, which was like, "Oh my God, thank you. I forgot to bring money." Like it was, you know what I mean? Like he would do that um just because he would. And he would have done that even if he weren't interested in me. Like if it was a friend of his, he also would have done that for. So, anyway, that's my second one is I'm very appreciative for him.
I want to vocalize it. I'll explain to Darcy later, but I want to vocalize Darcy's also on my list, and I also would say that, but you putting Connor there makes me feel like I have to. I have a third one that both of us can agree to, but I
I feel
do
like
want to make
she's
sure
actually
Darcy is
first on
very
your
much
list.
actually. Well, Darcy is part of like Darcy's in the family grouping, and
Hmm.
if I was gonna go specifics, I would I would break it down,
Yeah.
but anyways. Darcy is on my list. I want it to be very clear that that is a thing. With that being said, I think our third one is this podcast.
Yeah.
Um, as much of a pain as it has been for the past 2 years that we've been doing it, year and a half, whatever it's been,
Oh my God.
it's
It's
been
about to
two.
be 2 years in January.
Yeah, yep, yeah.
Justin, we're
But
going to
as
be
much
hitting
as a
our
pain it's
100th
been,
episode soon.
I know I can't wait. As much of a pain it's been, I actually am very grateful for it.
Yeah.
I am grateful for the people that it's brought into our lives, grateful for the people who have continued to support us, grateful for this ability for you and I to just talk. Like it's a
Hmm.
weekly basis. It's almost like a scheduled gossip session
It
for
is.
the two of us, and we have to schedule a little more time just because we don't know how to stay on task. But either way, it is one of those things that I'm very grateful for to have in my life is this thing, and I assume you agree to that. So,
Man,
and now
whoever's
she's
cutting
crying.
onions in my
Jeez.
house. Um,
um,
I feel like this podcast has actually brought us closer as friends.
yeah, we've
There,
had. I want it to be so clear. We've bickered a lot about this podcast. Like
mhm.
we've had some issues with it,
we
but that
have,
doesn't mean that it's not making us grow.
and then we've had to be like, "Are we still recording Wednesday? Fine, I'll be there at 3." Like we've had to put it aside because of
Right.
the rejection thing of like if we don't post, the people will hate us. I know that you guys
Yeah.
won't, but like that's who we are as
I don't.
people. Um, Anyway, but I was talking to Emma about it because there were some times like we've bickered that I was crying to my therapist. I was like, I don't know what to do. And she's like, "Have you texted? Have you talked to him?" And I'm like, "Oh, that won't fix it. That could never fix it." Anyway,
And usually it does.
it usually does, yeah, but we're both stubborn. And
Yeah.
no, I this is one of the highlights of my week is getting to record. And even when we have to cancel and reschedule, it's not like either of us are mad at each other. We're not like, fuck, I mean, we were gonna hang out, but now we can't. It's hard to physically be able to see one another.
Yeah.
um we're both busy, and this gives us a space to hang out with each other and gossip and talk and be able to share things about our lives and share it with people that we don't. Yes, we're scheduling it, but it doesn't feel like we have to.
It's a safe space for the two of us to just
Yeah,
be.
to
Like
just
it's not
be.
meant for anybody else. Like we have a safe space in our spouses. We have a safe
Hmm.
space in, our
Our
friend
families,
group,
our
but like
friends, yeah.
yeah, but this is like
this is
a you and I thing.
this is our space, and yeah, we post it,
Right.
but it's and we love our support and everything, but I think it's also for us, like it's a
Right.
if we were to go back and take like a clipping of everything, we could see us grow over the last 2 years
Oh yeah,
as people. I mean, in our setups, one, but also just as people. Like we've gone through the gambit of things.
yeah,
It is crazy to me that that has almost been 2 years.
it has. I have a feeling we're over an hour, so let's go. Let's
Yeah,
just
we are.
peace out for a second. So, what's your where can they find you?
Asmin's on all my socials. I posted a TikTok. Go watch it. Go like it, please. I've actually gotten a lot of views and likes on it. It's with Justin. I forgot to tell you, by the way, that I was posting
Hence
that.
why she's got
Yep.
a lot, you know.
Okay. Um. Anyway, as with some of the socials, you can find the show at No Impulse Control on Spotify and YouTube. Go watch, go listen, go follow all the stuff. Go share it. Um, get us to 100 episodes, and I don't know what we'll do, but we'll do something fun for 100 episodes. Maybe a live episode we could talk about doing. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
You can get merch over at thesoccerking1239.com. Third tab over, drop down to fourth wall. Fourth wall will bring you up. Second tab over is our merch. Um, please go buy stuff. We are desperate and no longer professionals, so we need the income. Um, please and thank you. Yeah, that's all I got.
You find me at TSK1239 or the Soccer King 1239. Next week, because it's Thanksgiving week, we won't
Yes.
be posting. So be aware of that.
Happy
Um,
Thanksgiving.
happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Peace out.
Bye.